No matter how much you might want to not admit it, the world that we live in is not always safe. It seems like most days when you turn on the news, you hear about some kind of attack. Nobody wants to be the victim of an attack, but the reality is that it can happen to anyone. Having a contingency plan in place is one of the best ways so as to ensure that you're ready if you're ever attacked. This is where the self-defense items come in, and today we've rounded up 7 of the best options that are available for you. Welcome to another video from Disrupt Tech, where today we're going to tell you about the 7 best defense items that you can get. But before we get into all that, make sure that you drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and ding that notification bell. Now, before we jump in on this list, let us talk about what are the features to look for in a self-defense item. Small size, but a big impact. Firstly, they should be small in size with the ability to make a big impact, especially for the ones that are going to be carried in your purse or bag. It's vital that you're able to quickly pull out a small item without the attacker ever noticing. The same cannot be said about something like a non-collapsible police baton or a baseball bat. Along with the convenient size, your self-defense item still needs to pack a full-size punch. Its size and effectiveness is the difference between being successfully subduing an attacker and not even getting the chance to use it. Ease of use. Secondly, the ease of use is yet another important factor in choosing a self-defense item. In a self-defense scenario, your body releases a large amount of adrenaline, which can cloud your thinking, and on top of that, every second counts when you're potentially being attacked. Why spend precious seconds preparing your self-defense gadget for use? For these reasons, you need to focus on something that requires little to no effort to properly deploy, and in addition, you need to choose one that you can easily use, no matter how stressful the situation. Lastly, reliability. Most people prefer to drive a reliable car that starts up each and every time they get into it. There is a comfort in knowing that your vehicle will perform as required each and every time. So why would you use a self-defense item that might not work when you need it? The worst case scenario is for a self-defense weapon that doesn't work when you need it most, which is during an attack and in the heat of the moment. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into it. Number 7, the Invisiwear necklace. Who said personal safety gear couldn't be gorgeous? The Invisiwear is a wearable safety device camouflaged as a stylish necklace, bracelet, or even a keychain. Built into its gold-plated interior, the Invisiwear has a Bluetooth chip that connects to your phone. Whenever paired with the app, you can add emergency contacts or dial 911. Its battery lasts up to a year without charging, but we saw reports of it for up to 2 years. The good news is that once the battery dies, you can just replace it for a discounted price. For a wearable safety device, the Invisiwear necklace is both fashionable and effective. You can pick this up for $150. Number 6, the Taser Pulse Plus. The Taser Pulse Plus is the only proper taser gun on our list. Unlike many stun guns, this unit shoots barbed projectiles for up to 15 feet so as to keep attackers from getting close to you, which is similar to a taser used by police officers. The gun style design is also easy to aim and shocks attackers for up to 30 seconds so as to disable them completely. And this taser works well with the Noonlight smartphone app, which you can connect to police if you ever fire this weapon. It's a nice safety feature, but it doesn't overcome the single biggest flaw of this product, the cost. This taser comes in at a hefty price tag of well over $480. Number 5, the Vipertex Stun Gun. The Vipertex Stun Gun is only a little bit bigger than a magic marker, but it stops attackers in their tracks with a brief light and electrical popping. If that's not enough, the high voltage shock from the Vipertex will buy you time to strike and escape. This rechargeable stun gun is small enough to fit in your purse or pocket and is made of tough enough aircraft-grade aluminum. It doubles as a 350 lumen flashlight for other emergencies too. Stun guns can be dangerous and should not fall into the hands of kids, so you do need to be careful where you hide it. Products like these are considered weapons in some states, so also check your local law enforcement to find out more. Hawaii, New York, and Rhode Island have banned the devices outright, and there's even restrictions and limitations in places like Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, and Mississippi. But if you do want a heavy-duty multi-purpose stun gun to keep in your purse or car, the Vipertex flashlight is an affordable choice. you can pick up the Vipertex Stun Gun for $15. Number 4. The Atomic Bear Tactical Pin. The Atomic Bear is a convertible tactical safety device that morphs into an actual working pin and glass breaker. The sturdy aluminum casting projects the pin on one side and forms a hard point on the other. The stun gun glass breaker can shatter glass and even defend you in an emergency. The tip is also strong enough to engrave wood, metal, and even glass. It comes with a carrying case that would make G.I. Joe jealous, spare ink cartridges, and access to an online self-defense class. All of these features are awesome for adults of any age, but we wouldn't recommend it for kids. This item can be picked up for $14. Number 3. The Mace Brand Pepper Spray Gun. The Mace Brand Pepper Spray Gun looks like a miniature flare gun, and it may be enough to put off any attacker just by looking at it. When you pull this pepper spray gun out, your attacker will know that you came prepared and that they brought a fist to a pepper spray gunfight. This is much more than a self-defense weapon though. In fact, you can use the patented spray inside, which comes with UV dye, so to identify your attacker should they try and flee. This can help law enforcement pick them up and get them off the streets for good. Even if you're 20 feet away, you can blast out a total of 7 sprays before this thing needs more juice. The Mace Brand Pepper Spray Gun costs $35. Number 2. The SL Force Alarm. The little SL Force Alarm looks like your average key fob, but it's got the alarming power of a jackhammer. This device has a small key built in that sounds like a personal alarm, and just pull out the key to activate a 130 decibel siren. The lock trigger is handy because it prevents false alarms. And the fob even has a detachable keychain clip along with carburetor for bags, keys, purses, and belt loops. 3 AAA batteries are included in your purchase to power the device, and the large button on the SL Force turns on a small LED flashlight. While not heavy duty, it still comes in handy for those night walks with your dog or finding your keys in the dark. The SL Force is a smart gift for new college students, friends who walk at night, or aging parents. Attackers might get a surprising earful and you'll get time to escape. You can get the SL Force Alarm for $23. Lastly, number 1. The Saber Red Pepper Gel. The Saber Red Pepper Gel spray costs more than Saber's cheapest sprays, but it is still one of the most popular pepper sprays on the market. Part of its success comes down to a recent innovation in self-defense sprays. Gel. Gel-based sprays are a liquid-based option that is much heavier than traditional aerosol sprays. What this does is it gives you a huge advantage due to the fact that they're less likely to drift back into your eyes as you spray at an attacker. This reduction in blowback helps to make gels safer to use, and are also easier to aim because the spray comes out in a stream that you can point at the attacker's face. The Saber Red Pepper Gel has one of the longest ranges of the market at 18 feet. The long range means that you can protect yourself long before an assailant gets close. This self-defense weapon has a high OC concentration of 10%, which is the highest that you can get in many states. Some pepper sprays even include a practice canister, so that way you can get used to firing your pepper spray without using the actual product. But Saber sells these separately from most of its other products. While the canister does not have a clip or keychain option, it does include a holster. Some users report that their canisters dripped after the first use, a common complaint with many pepper sprays. Keeping the canister in the holster can help with this. And you can grab this self-defense item for $13. Even though all of these personal defense products are useful, it's still important to know how to defend yourself without them. Trust me, there are many martial arts disciplines out there that specifically teach you how to protect yourself in the streets, and having a basic knowledge will be sufficient for you to be able to defend yourself. So, what do you think about these brilliant self-defense items? Which one do you think offers the best personal protection? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below before you leave. And make sure that you subscribe to our channel and ding that notification bell. Until next time, folks, stay safe and stay informed.